Today, as Americans, we grieve the brutal murder, a horrific massacre of dozens of innocent people. We stand with the people of Orlando, who have endured a terrible attack on their city. The shooter targeted a nightclub where people came together to be with friends, to dance and to sing, and to live. As we go together, we will draw inspiration from heroic and selfless acts. We will not give in to fear or turn against each other. Instead, we will stand united as Americans to protect our people and defend our nation, and to take action against those who threaten us. May God bless the Americans we lost this morning. May He comfort their families. May God continue to watch over this country that we love.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys could tell, today's video is a little different than my typical videos that I have for you guys on Fridays or during the weekends. Today it's not going to be, this isn't going to be a video on a makeup tutorial. This is going to be a video more on a serious subject that recently happened in Orlando, which is my hometown. If you guys have been following my channel for quite some time, or even following me on Instagram, then you know that I live in Orlando. I've been in Orlando for about 12 years already. And there was a really horrible tragedy that happened this past weekend over here, and I just kind of want to shine light on not the tragedy itself, but the lives that were lost. I don't want to give focus on to the person who committed this horrible crime, but I really want to give this time and attention to the families who lost loved ones and to all of those innocent victims that were taken from us on last Sunday morning. It's been really hard here in Orlando. This is not my first time experiencing something like this. I lived in New York during 9/11, but I was still a young girl. I was maybe 10, 11 years old, around there. So this is actually my first time kind of experiencing something like this as an adult, and it's been sorry for all the it's just I'm talking to you guys as if I was talking to someone in person. But this has probably been one of the hardest things that I've had to see my city go through. Like I said, 9/11 of course was horrible, was terrible, but I was so young at that time that, you know, at that point my parents kept away certain things from me because they just didn't want me to have to deal with the fear of living and just being a child and going outside and playing. So there were some things that as I grew older that I started to learn about 9/11 and all the other, you know, attacks that happened throughout my teenage years. But this is the first time as an adult that I've been able to really witness a city come together during such a tragic time. You know, you hear about these things all over the world, you know, and every time they happen, every time you turn on the news, it's so unfortunate each and every time. And just the person that I am, I just wish I could physically go out of my way and help every single person that's ever been through one of these tragic times. And I think any human person who genuinely loves people would feel that way. But in reality, a lot of that is really impossible. I mean, I don't have the opportunity to go across the world and help these people. I mean, I could pray and I could donate money and I can do what I can do. But what I would really love to do is grab those people and rescue them if I could do that. But unfortunately, in reality, I just can't. I can't do that. But in a situation like this where, you know, it happens just minutes away from from your home at a place that, you know, I've been to plenty times with a lot of my friends who are in the gay community, who are gay, and you know, you just never expect something like this to happen, especially in a club where like people were just having a good time. Everybody had a long week at work probably and just wanted a night out. And you know, I never go out. If you know me personally, then you know I'm not a nightlife kind of person. I'm a homebody. I like to spend time with my daughter, but occasionally when she's with her father, you know, I do like to just spend the night out and enjoy myself, listen to some music, share some laughter with some friends and with Drew. But I happened to be out that night. I went out and I was in downtown, which is in the same like area as where Pulse is at. It's just maybe like a couple blocks difference. It's max maybe like a 5-minute distance. And I like, even though I wasn't at Pulse, I have such this guilt in me because and this part always makes me cry when I think about it. I just can't. The fact that I was out there and enjoying myself and having fun, and there were people that their lives were getting taken from them at that very moment, is the part that it keeps messing with my head and with my thoughts. I know no one knew what was going on, obviously, except the people that were in there, the few family members they probably called during that time, and the police. But at that point, it wasn't on the news yet. And like I said, if you didn't directly know somebody that was in there, you probably didn't even know what was going on yet. And I just like, but I feel so guilty, you know, just knowing what was, well, I didn't know what was happening, but knowing after how I was just a couple minutes away and I'm laughing and dancing and there's people afraid for their lives in a club that, again, they just went to enjoy a night out. And you know, I've been talking a lot about this on Instagram, and it's definitely caused a lot of debate between people, but I just wanted to take this moment to just like ask you guys to just please put all of your differences and thoughts aside and take this moment to just remember these lives that were taken, whether you agree with their life choices or you don't agree with their life choices. That has nothing to do with the fact that these people were taken from us in the most evil, cruel way that, you know, I could honestly think of. This isn't about what, you know, I know a lot of people are throwing religion into this, and everyone has a right to their own opinion, you know, but there's a time and a place to express that opinion, I believe. If it's something that you, which I don't know how someone could think this, but I've seen a couple comments of people believing that these people deserve this and that there should have been more. To me, that just baffles me, because I don't understand how someone could be okay with something that horrible. These people had family just the way that we all have family, and I highly, highly doubt that anybody could say that they would wish that this happened to one of their family members. This is a time to focus on these people's lives and to just continue their legacy. And you know, like I said, for everyone to just put their differences aside. We don't all have to agree. That's not what I'm asking from you guys. All I'm asking is that we all respect these victims and we respect their family members and respect the city of Orlando as we are going through a really tough time. I know this obviously is not the first mass shooting in the United States. It's the largest, but it's not the first. And it's not the first attack that, you know, it's ever happened in the United States. But just like we've all come together for other attacks and shootings and unfortunate situations, I would hope that we could all come together for this moment in time. Like I said, if you don't agree with the lifestyle that some of these victims lived, then I mean, that's on you, but that's not, again, that's not the main focus of this tragedy. The focus is coming together, uniting as a country and getting through this as a country. I've gotten countless messages from people just praying that we are safe. It's been one hell of a week in Orlando, trust me, because aside from this tragedy, we also lost a singer on Friday. She was killed at her own concert doing a meet and greet. Then the day after, this horrific tragedy happened, and then I'm not sure if it was a day or 2 days after that, a little boy, only 2 years old, lost his life at a Disney resort. He was taken in by an alligator and he ended up drowning. And then yesterday, a 15-year-old boy was stabbed by his stepfather, again at a town that's not even maybe a good 10-15 minutes away from where I live. Orlando's not really a huge city, so anything that happens anywhere in Orlando, most of the time we would all be somewhat close to where that happened. It's been like the week from hell in Orlando. I've lived in Orlando for so many years. I've never in my life seen Orlando like this. Never thought I would ever see any of this happening in a city like this, that, you know, it's so family oriented, and the fact that, like, it feels like murders and attempted murders and these tragic events are just happening left and right. And this is a time that we should all, if you believe in praying, then please pray for us. If you don't, then please at least wish this city well, along with the rest of the world. It's not just about Orlando, because the whole world is going through things right now, and I guess it takes certain times for people to really open their eyes and realize what the hell is going on. And it's been really rough for us, and I know there's other countries that things are really hard for people as well. This is not, you know, this video is not about trying to cause us to argue or debate or any of that people have been doing on my Instagram, because either, you know, you believe it should have happened, you believe it shouldn't have happened, you don't like their lifestyle, you approve of their lifestyle. At the end of the day, those things really don't matter at a time like this. I just like hope that we could all come together and realize that although you may not agree with certain things, let's at least have the courtesy to respect people, respect each other, respect the dead, respect the families, respect law enforcement, first responders, because trust me, this has probably been one of the hardest weeks they've ever had. I'm sure there's probably first responders that have been doing this for years and have never seen a week like this in this city. And that's to go for any city, because to be honest with you, this could have happened anywhere. It really could have. So, I mean, I just hope that, again, we could all come together and unite. And I got a tattoo, which when I showed it on Instagram, it was like mixed emotions. A lot of people were thanking me for doing and for supporting the LGBTQ community, and some people were completely against it, which, again, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. At the end of the day, this isn't about me. The point of me getting this tattoo was because, you know, like I said, I was really young when a lot of these other tragedies happened. So as an adult, when I see this tragedy happen and I see how the world just comes together and how open and loving the LGBTQ community has been, when they have so many reasons to be angry right now, but yet they've been so accepting of all the love and support that everyone's been giving them, rather than them turning their back on us. I have found that extremely inspiring as a human being, for there to be people in the world like that. And you know, one of my best friends, which is Patrick, if you guys have been following me for a really long time, you know that him and I, we were basically like inseparable in Orlando. We did everything together. Now that he moved, of course, we can't do everything together because he doesn't live here in Orlando, but he was one of, well, he still is one of my closest friends, and he's really huge in the LGBT community. He's very open about his lifestyle, and I respect that so much, and I honor somebody like that isn't afraid to be themselves. And you know, I have an uncle. He is my closest uncle, and he is gay as well. And my parents never kept that away from me. They never kept it some sort of secret, because I might have been too young to have known that. They never even told me. It was kind of like, when you get older and that time comes, you'll know yourself. That's not something we have to sit you down like he's some sort of criminal and we have to explain to you his background. And that, my uncle is probably one of the most supportive people of me and my career and what I do. He shows me off to all of his co-workers. He's one of the people in my family that are just extremely proud of me, and it makes me so proud to be his niece. And like I said, I mean, I do my best to just love and accept everyone for who they are. Yes, I am a Christian woman, but I am very liberal. My like perspective on life is, you live your life the way that you want to live your life, because you know, the day that we all pass on, you're not going to come to me and I'm the one who determines where your soul or, you know, your spirit ends up going. That decision is not up to me. So I'm not going to live on this earth treating people like they aren't even human, you know. So like I said, this isn't just about the LGBT community. This is about all people. I believe that we should all love each other, respect each other, honor each other, because at the end of the day, we all bleed the same, we cry the same, we love the same, we get angry the same way. We are all the same. Yes, we have things that make us different, but at the end of the day, we are all human, and that's what it comes down to. This is my tattoo. It just says Orlando with a pulse, and then it has just like all the colors of the LGBTQ flag. And again, like the reasoning behind me getting this tattoo was just because I've been very inspired by the LGBTQ community. Extremely inspired just to see how strong they've been during a time like this. And I know a lot of people are like, but why are you categorizing them like this? And it's not me. I'm not the one that gave it this title or this category. That's just it's facts. I mean, it's on the news. It's all over social media. The majority of the people who were killed were in the LGBTQ community. So that's just what it really comes down to, whether you guys like me saying that title or not. That's just the reality of it. And like I said, I don't expect everyone to love my view on this or to respect my view on this, but I just really wanted to ask you guys to just keep these families in your thoughts and prayers, because they're really going to need it. The funerals are starting. I believe some of them started yesterday, and obviously there will be many more funerals to come. So these families need all of the comfort and love that they could possibly get from all over the world. And I will have at the end of this video all the links that you guys could donate money to, whether it's GoFundMe's to the city of Orlando, or GoFundMe accounts that are direct accounts to these victims who have passed. The money, a lot of the money is going to either funeral expenses or helping, you know, if they left behind any children or spouses. The money's just to help. At the end of the day, I don't really think it matters where, if we know exactly where it's going to, but we know that it's helping them, and that's all that really matters. And I will also have information on companies that are doing where they're selling things and the profit are going to these victims and the families as well. And then please keep in your thoughts and prayers those of the victims that are in the hospital still, some of them in stable condition, some of them have been discharged, thank goodness. Some of them are still pretty critical, so just keep just all of these people in your thoughts and prayers. And again, let's just unite, as all of us in the world, to unite and pray for our world. Not just pray for Orlando, not just pray for the United States, not just pray for North America, but just pray for the world. Because at this point in time, I'm convinced that we really, really, really need it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for sitting through this video. I know it was a pretty long-winded video, but I just really wanted to speak about this, especially living in Orlando. I feel like it was really important for me to talk about this. And yeah, I hope that we could all get along. Please try your best not to leave any negative comments or negative opinions, because it's just not the time for it. Not today. Not for this. It really isn't. But yeah, thank you so much for all of you guys who have been extremely supportive and showing your love to the community, and just wishing everyone well. For all of the messages and the DMs that I've gotten, for people hoping and wishing that I was safe, and just people checking on me. I really appreciate it again, but this has nothing to do with me. I am not even monetizing this video. This video is not going to be monetized, which means I will not be making any money off of YouTube or Google off of this video. I find it crazy if I even thought of making some money off of this. Yeah, so again, thank you guys for being extremely supportive and for showing me what how loving a human could really be. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the families of the victims appreciate how loving this community has been towards them. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.